After these messages, we'll be right back.
There's something new in Gotham City.
Wow!
It's Batman, like you've never seen him before.
Hey, Joker, a Batarang surprise!
Missed me. Time for a change.
That disguise won't work, Joker.
No, try this. So long, Batman.
That's it. Wings out. Fire!
You've got great new weapons, Batman. But I don't run out of tricks.
You'll need them.
Batman, the Dark Knight Collection. Batman, like you've never seen him before, each sold separately.
Just last night, I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, surrounded by giant scorpions and man-eating crocodiles.
Well, Harry and I just grabbed the van, swung through the trees, and over the tar pits and found the jungle treasure. It was really neat.
If you haven't met Pitfall Harry, you're missing the year's most incredible video game adventure. Pitfall for the Atari 2600 and in television.
Since I met Pitfall Harry, no other man will do.
Pitfall.
Good evening. Good evening, good evening. It's Thursday night. Welcome to Midnight's Edge After Dark. Running a few minutes behind. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit of advice. If you're going to order a bunch of crap from a restaurant, order ahead of time. Don't go to the drive-thru and order it. Welcome to Midnight's Edge After Dark. My name is Tom. With me today, as always, is Mecha Random 42. How you doing?
Hello. Do I sound terrible? I think I sound worse than I am, but
not too bad. And Rob is, of course, not here, so he's fired when he does. And always with us is Script Doctor as well. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. And special guest tonight, Elaine, Nerd Cookies herself. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing really good.
Welcome to Midnight's Edge After Dark. I don't know if you had a chance to meet Mecha yet. I think you met Script Doctor, obviously, but
yeah.
Okay, so you have met Mecha. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you all met each other. So welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Me? Oh. Well, my channel is Nerd Cookies on YouTube, and also have a Twitter, Nerd Cookies. I cover sci-fi and fantasy content, and mostly about like upcoming projects. So covering a lot of Dune lore and news, the Amazon Lord of the Rings, and just put out a couple Tron videos about Tron 3, the news about that, and a new lore video about the MCP. Come check it out.
Awesome. And welcome, Rob.
Yeah, Dune. You said Dune lore. Okay, that's it. Good night, everybody.
You're fired. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
We have the video of Dune already.
She said Tron, man.
She said Tron, not Dune. Well, she
I
might have
said
said
that.
Dune before that, but she does more than that.
Dune's
stuff,
in there,
Rob.
but you know.
Welcome, Rob. How you doing? That well? I was the late one originally, so that was what was funny. Trenchman sends us $1.99, says, spare some Deadpool 3 for a Tom Rothman veteran. Interesting. Not sure what he means by that, but
Oh, somebody said my name.
Geez.
Hello, I'm Tom Rothman. How are you? How is everybody? It's good to be here. It's good to be anywhere, really. You know, I just never understood the Deadpools. What is that? Tell me. Why is he dead or is he a pool? I just don't understand.
He's both.
He's both. He has such a potty mouth on him, though.
He has great pH balance.
He does. Oh, my word. Okay, well, I gotta be going now. I'm sure Frank Marshall will be along any minute, though.
no, because I want to tease you with my T-shirt first.
That's awesome.
Hey, everybody. We're all going to get late. Yay!
I figured that'd be one you'd like. So welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing?
I bought the Gopher Golf Club cover, even though I don't play golf.
I have the dancing gopher somewhere in my storage.
Oh, that's awesome. I saw that in Cooperstown one year. Did not have enough money to buy it.
Max Mercer says Rob hasn't read Dune at all. No, I read 530 pages and said, "That's it. I can't take this shit anymore."
I won't read it. You can't make me. You can't make me.
Donnie Pearson, gee, I miss Rodney Dangerfield. His legacy lives on even for new generations. Rodney Dangerfield called into Howard Stern the weekend before he went into the hospital. Yeah, he said, if everything goes right, Howard, I'll be there about 3 weeks. If not, I'll be there in an hour and a half.
Captain Harris sends in $5. Whoop, go ahead, Elaine.
Oh, I was just reading it. That was John Wayne.
I demand more impressions. The more terrible the impression, the better. Nerd Cookies, you're John Wayne.
I can't do it.
Tom, you're Rob. Get Wayne. Raging, and Rob suffer. Here's my impression of Rob. How's that?
That's about right.
Was that pretty good, Rob?
Yeah, it was actually.
I don't know, but the Star Trek is. I think it backfired. I think he's laughing at it, Captain Air. We're still waiting on some John Wayne from Nerd Cookies, but I don't think we're gonna get it.
I'm not capable. I don't.
You know, I kind of like the low key. I would kind of like the low key, John. Well, I'm sorry, but you failed your depth perception test. You're no longer eligible to fly with the Flying Tigers. You know.
Yeah. We all have our talents.
I was sure as hell wasn't John Wayne. Diego Flores.
Hey there, pilgrims. I'm John Wayne.
It's like you're trying to do John Wayne as like
Shatner
or something like, yeah. I don't know. It's not John Wayne. Diego Flores. Peruvian souls. Tom, I have an idea to save Hollywood. We have to steal Frank's entire stash of blow and give it to Hollywood. Return to the 80s. You're damn right.
So many of them are vegan. They'll die off their first snort.
Hollywood was so much better when everybody was hooked on blow.
Everything was better. Music was better. Movies were better. Sex was better.
Well, for the sober people, yeah, it was great. For the people that were on the stuff, they were tormented.
Depends on who you ask. I'm sure a lot of people love the shit out of it. As Lorena will say all the time, God, I miss cocaine.
Oh, man. And I've met Michael Douglas's first manager. That guy is still recovering from all of his blow.
That's right. Trench man.
He was wearing a t-shirt with holes in it, like a white t-shirt with like cigarette burnt holes in it. And I was like, what are you doing at this meeting?
I was wondering what happened to that shirt. Oh, man.
That sounds more like crack.
Government took my baby. Porn was so much better.
You're fucking canceled. Holy shit.
Again?
We haven't even got 10 minutes into the fucking show. And you're already saying some racist shit. Trench.
At least he didn't put it in Star Trek.
You got it damn right. Trench fan says $1.99.
I mean, those assholes are really racist.
It got the Shaft by Marvel. Spare some Deadpool 3. Oh, are you saying because they still haven't announced a Deadpool 3 yet? I'm sure we're gonna get one. It's just a matter of time. The coup pushed everything back. Speaking of which, that'll get us into our main story. Actually, Marvel's pushed everything back a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that Black Widow stuff, she's just gonna be a Lifetime movie of the week anyway.
It's starting to sound like it, ain't it?
Yeah. Natasha, we must catch Moose and Squill.
Are there any openings left, or they just? I feel like everything's moved to next summer.
Well, I think it's Black Widow's supposed to be out in like March or something like that. I don't know, I'll bring it up
in
here.
June.
And then they moved Eternals to the end of the year, and their other movie in the middle of the year.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Eternals. Even I, the person who actually knows what the Eternals are, doesn't care about the Eternals.
Yeah, that's sad.
It helps if I actually
fans are
have
backing
shit
up.
up. You know, like.
Yeah, it looks like the fact that not a whole lot of people domestically turned out for Tenet. Every other studio is kind of reassessing what they want to do with the release dates.
you mean Robert Pattinson's not the draw everyone believes he is?
Yeah, or you mean that Mulan didn't make millions upon millions of dollars, like they say?
I'd be surprised if it made 100,000, but like it probably did. I mean, it's made money. It just hasn't seen a profit yet.
I heard some
big
number
difference.
like only 1.2 million people actually bought it, or something like that.
Wow,
which
that's
is like a
released
shit. Actually, that's shit.
I mean, yeah, it is shit, but it's still like high from what I was expecting.
Have they released those numbers or just the theater?
I heard this. Well, this was just on. This is for Disney Plus's. How many people paid for the $30 to download it? Supposedly, the number I heard was between 1.2 and 1.4 million, which ain't shit. Oh man. Okay, Black Widow comes out May 7th.
Nobody cares.
And where was the other one here?
So it's pushed. Is it because everything has to be pushed back with Black Widow now?
Yeah.
Wonder if there's like an Easter egg at the end or something.
Well, that's what I was figuring too. Yeah. Shang-Chi, that's the other one. Shang-Chi's moved to July. Eternals is November 5th. Thor is moved to February 18th of 2022. Doctor Strange 2 has been moved to March 25th of 2022. And they still, for some god-awful reason, have Black Panther 2 listed as May 6th of 2022.
They barely really changed Shang-Chi because it was supposed to be early 2021 anyway. So
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's the only film not really affected.
What was that?
Captain People's not on that list?
No, Captain People's not on that list, but fucking Black Panther is.
I just see people.
Did they change Doctor Strange too, or is that?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit farther out now. But
that
they
was supposed to be
hadn't really
2022 anyways, I think. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think that wasn't by much because they had just started pre-production. But anyway, speaking of Brie. Matt G sent us $1.49 super sticker. Thank you so very much. We got a couple super chats here. DCB Titan sent in Canadian $5. Tom Rothman sounds an awful lot like Kathleen Kennedy. Have they been seen in the same room together? That's a good question, Rob. Have they?
No, as far as I know, they haven't. maybe Tom getting gender reassignment. I don't know.
Hey, what kind of shenanigans is going on here?
Oh no, Frank Marshall's here.
Hide your
Are
coat.
you dressing up like my wife, or is my wife dressing up like you?
Frank, don't you know?
Oh shit!
Don't you know I'm welcoming to all lifestyles?
I told you to announce yourself before you walk into a room. You scare people.
Oh, I scare people.
Yes.
What about you, Frank, with that head of yours?
Oh fuck! I got the cocaine. Everybody love me.
Oh, I bet they would. Even your cheap floozies.
They ain't cheap. Trust me. You pay for them.
I know. I see the credit card statement every month.
Them are just the ones that pay for on the credit card.
Oh, Frank.
Some of them only take cash.
What happened to us, Frank?
You? That's about right. Congo's on HBO Max. Watch it. TCB Titan, thank you so much for that. Captain Air sends in another $5. Here's $5 towards the noble cause of sending Rob on a dune buggy ride through the Congo to watch Ghostbusters 2016 with Trevor Noah. It isn't bad enough you got him watching Ghostbusters 2016. You got him watching it with Trevor Noah. I got so used to you not having the sounds.
I'm so clever. Look at me. I'm so clever. They're going to call me Clever Trevor.
Why are we in the Congo? Oh.
Why are you in the Congo? On a dune buggy, no less.
I worked so hard to get out of the Congo. Why am I back in here? Where's my Comedy Central show?
By the way, this
South Africa. He hasn't seen a Congo.
This episode of Midnight's Edge After Dark is brought to you by the complete collection of Transformers. That's what I had to pay Rob with this month. So, just so everybody
And
knows.
I didn't mind one bit.
Now, I texted him the other night. You're watching Transformers, aren't you? ... Maybe.
You won it, eh?
Trench Man said, go ahead, Rob.
The real question is, why wouldn't I be?
Exactly.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
only got 37 hours of them to watch, you know.
I would like to thank Mark S. Fowler, head of the FCC back in 1984, for deregulating children's television to allow us such great programming as He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Transformers, and G.I. Joe.
Here.
Oh yeah. I mean, one thing is that even though they were technically commercials, the writers did not treat them like commercials. So that was a benefit to everybody.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, you had Ron Friedman was a prolific television writer.
Didn't Marvel actually have a lot to do with the origin of the Transformers?
Yeah, they filled in the backstory. Marvel
that was used for the basis for the television show, then, right?
Mm-hmm. They were what was the name of the original toy line from Japan? Oh God, I used to know.
GoBots.
No.
I don't know.
No. There's actually.
I know. I have no idea. Transformers. Oi. Okay, I'm canceled now. Welcome to the show, Elaine. This is why Mecca and Script just kind of sit back and let us cancel ourselves.
Don't laugh at them. They just go on too long.
Exactly. Yeah, if you laugh at us,
Just encourage them.
Yeah.
It just encourages us in the bad
Give me
behavior.
one of these on your soundboard here. Where is it?
Yeah, you know how Monsters Inc. they live off of screams, and then they find out that giggles are like worth 10 times more than screams. That's us. Trenchman sends in $4.99. If they announce Deadpool 3 and Alita 2, I feel they'd make millions due to the fan demand. Oh wait, Disney hate fans. Never mind. Alita 2, I'm not so sure we'll get. Deadpool 3 will happen. I think right now it's just a matter of the Coof getting something together where they are all in agreement that this is what's best going forward for the character. I highly doubt that they're going to drag this out. They're just going to do one more R-rated Deadpool under Fox banner and get it over with. Because the last one made money, so I don't. And the PG-13, what do you want to call it? Experiment didn't work out too well. So
that's right.
Wow. That was with the Fred Savage, right?
Yeah. By the way, folks, tonight at 9:30, 9 o'clock, you can watch Star Trek Discovery and nobody cares.
Tell them that. Just avoid.
No, they're not going to
CBS
watch that. They're going to be watching Nerd Cookies and I over on Supreme Heretics channel reviewing Battlestar Galactica. More interesting.
There you go.
Ghost Adventures is a good option too.
Yeah, and then otherwise, like at 10:30, Comics Division, we start to. I got another monkey story. Well, it's apes this time. So that'll be funny.
They made their own society and had a war.
Yeah, there's civil war.
You know what? At this point, I say let's give the apes. That's I'm willing to take a flyer on the apes run things. We've screwed things up so badly. What's the worst that can happen?
Wrong answer. It's koala bears. Koala bears should be running the entire world.
Miguel Hernandez, $5.
Giggity.
That's because koala bears got 0 fucks to give.
That's right.
Yeah. I've seen them in the rain.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Rob.
Bits of their brain. They don't know how to think.
What do you think about CBS not being able to afford both the NFL and SEC football Southeast Conference? Fox is willing to pay $2 billion to renew their NFL deal. I think Hey, you know what? As long as when I was a kid, I was growing up, the NFL was always on CBS. As long as they hang on to the NFL, I'm good to go. I am not really that big a fan of college football, so okay, fine. Doesn't I grew up with Pat Summerall and John Madden.
Isn't this the first year they can actually take like deals, like can actually get paid?
I think so.
Because that was the whole thing. They lifted the whole whatchamacallit deal.
No, somebody, yeah. But we were talking about Transformers. Someone in the chat said it's Diaclone, the original.
Oh,
Japanese
okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. See, I don't keep up with that shit. I just watch the shows and I like the theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, TMNT was awesome. Though. Well, TMNT actually was a comic way before it was a toy.
Mm-hmm. I have some of the original black and whites.
And eventually I do plan on, and that's the other reason why you can't get your G.I. Joe thing done before I do the Ninja Turtle one.
Oh,
you
no.
Just can't.
Well, G.I. Joe is the reason why Ninja Turtles is the reason why G.I. Joe started to fall off.
Oh, it's just mainly just because that movie, I got to get that done before the end of the year, dude.
For everybody in the chat wondering what we're talking about, I started writing the history of G.I. Joe, which is actually a lot more interesting than you think.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Diego Flores says we missed his second super chat.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry about that.
Where is it? DC
Got a copy of it in the private chat.
Okay, yeah, send it to me there.
Scrolled
Okay.
up looking for it, but I couldn't find it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it either. Diego Flores says, script doctor, that's the point. Only the strong creative people will survive a new Hollywood will rise 80s style. That's right. The cocaine will weed out those who cannot take it. Can't take the heat.
And you know who will be in charge of that new Hollywood? Frank Marshall.
Yeah.
Hey, I made Jurassic Park and Congo.
I mean,
Who
in
else
truth,
can say
he
that?
is actually a pretty responsible producer. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with giving him a little bit more, I guess, input.
I was going to say the reason we've heard that Kathy was kept around so long was more to him. But here you go, folks.
Koalas in the rain, koalas in the rain, no fucks given.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Was there even a topic tonight?
Just the MCU shit. Like, there's literally nothing
Koalas.
going on. Like, the Emmys tanked. I should look at.
Well, we covered some James Bond news over Rebecca's channel.
Oh,
And
yeah,
there-
those
What
rumors
videos?
about casting for a new Bond before the movie's actually finished its theatrical run.
Before it's even in theaters. By now, they made an
I have a
announcement.
theory why they did that, though.
Like their pre-written articles.
Yeah, well, that's one theory, and then the other theory is that so that people don't think that Lashana Lynch is going to replace him,
Yeah.
Ah.
because
I heard a
nobody
rumor-
wants Lashana Lynch to replace him.
Is it true that Tom Hardy was rumored?
Yeah,
These are
that's
the rumors. Yeah,
and so it's Idris Elba.
Father Dougal McGuire.
I could see Idris Elba.
I have dry skin on my Idris Elba.
Harry Idris Elba. I swear he's the only person. Like he's the one go-to for people to kind of virtue signal about. I think.
Look how open-minded I am. I want Idris Elba to be James Bond. Where do I vote?
I don't, because he doesn't want to do it.
He doesn't want to do it. And he said,
Oh,
right
yeah,
or
he
wrong,
doesn't want to.
And he's not that
I'd love
great.
to see Idris Elba as a space spy, like traveling from various planets in the galaxies.
Idris Elba said, I want to be known as the Black Bond. I don't want that. I don't want to carry that. That's too big for me. Because that's all I'll be known as.
Then Dave Chappelle's like, hell yeah, I'll be James Bond. I get to fuck all the women. All of them.
Yeah, but Dave Chappelle's actually good.
Yeah. That billion dollar idea. Dave Chappelle in a spy movie.
I wouldn't sit there and listen to him go on and on and on. I
Was
just
that
shoot him
not
in the fucking
Pootie Tang?
face. Yeah, just fucking shoot him in the face. Say, shut the fuck up. I don't care about your plan. You're done. Movie over. It'd be like 10 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Black James Bond, the end. I ain't got time for your white shit.
But the whole, like I said, the whole thing. Usually, and we were talking about this. Mech and I were talking about this. Usually, the pattern goes, the previous Bond's contract is up, and then they take about a year layoff, like 8 months to a year, maybe 6 months at the very least. They take a pretty significant layoff, and then they announce the casting search. There's a big
that's what they're kind of doing though here, because it would have been about 6 to 8 months after the movie would have been out.
Yeah, right about now, but everything on the you know what, the cough, sneeze through a wrench and everything. And so
allergies?
The plop plop fizz.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just waiting for the axe to drop on Dune. I just feel like it's any day now. They're gonna delay it. Everything else around it is being pushed back. So like, I don't know.
I will celebrate. Do I need to go play Cool in the Gang?
No. Yeah, that means I can use that butthole fart clip a lot longer.
Dude's been pushed back again.
I could break out into Celebrate Good Times.
I actually wouldn't be so disappointed from a financial standpoint, because I feel like we wouldn't get the sequel if it were to come out. I also have that concern as well.
They're really just turning it into like the next teen movie franchise thing, though, from what the trailer looks like. So,
the lead characters are like supposed to be 15 years old, but obviously
look at what they're doing with the marketing and the fan base and the
Don't care. Oh God! Actually, I was thinking maybe I should finish reading the book, but then I got a grip of myself and said, "What the fuck am I saying?"
All right, let's get these super chats. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I'm gonna say you can listen to the audio version too.
I want no part of it anymore.
He won't.
It is, like I said, 300 pages to describe a desert. It's rocks and sand.
All right. Now Sharita sends in $2. STD on CBS. Can't wait for the baby heads. Well, they are supposed to be editing it. I don't know how bad, but yeah.
But they need to show all that, because they don't want to be censored and they don't want to treat the F word like it's a bad thing.
Oh, it will be.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't censored on Canadian television. That's the weird part.
No, they will on regular TV. They can't on network. They can't let that get away on network. That's FCC violation.
But we already know, like, we have a pretty good comparison of how audiences that in the U.S. will respond to STD based on the Canadian ratings decline for both seasons.
Well, not just that. Everybody who's going to watch it's already watched it.
There's that as well.
Yeah. Miguel Hernandez sends in $5. Hey, Rob, what do you think about CBS not being able to afford both the NFL and SEC? Is this the same one we already read?
I think we read this one, yeah.
Why am I getting like old
super
chats? I'm getting like old super chats. I don't know why. Maybe that's why I didn't get that other one before. This fucking StreamYard's all screwed up again.
Who knows?
I just have the chat up in another window, and then you don't miss them.
Okay, as long as I didn't miss anything. Okay, because then this is the last one.
I don't know.
Right?
I'm suggesting you put the chat up in another window. I don't rely on StreamYards for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my other chat up. I normally don't have to, but
well, the Trenchman one's the next in line according to the other.
Yeah, I got Rob. Please buy the G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes.
I'm looking at it right now. It looks pretty badass, actually.
Is that the one that nobody can find?
Probably.
So Rob won't be able to find it.
G.I. Joe classified. Who makes? Oh, it's Hasbro. Still got.
But don't they like a lot of those fancy ones? Don't they like license out to other?
Sometimes, but Hasbro has the wherewithal to be able to produce everything in house, I think.
And then Dark King 616 sends an Australian $2.
Available from these. Oh wow,
you know,
30.
He's too distracted to do a didgeridoo. Congo 2, the return of Magilla Gorilla. Well, at least Amy will have a boyfriend. That's not a didgeridoo, Rob. That's a didgeridoo.
There we go.
Much better. Thank you so much, Dark King. Now, I've got a surprise for you, Rob. I actually found a story. And it's something you're going to enjoy.
I'm afraid when you say that.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. New rumor says Mask will appear alongside G.I. Joe and Transformers in upcoming live-action film.
Ah, sweet Mask Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime, fighting crime. I mean,
find another word to rhyme, another rhyme.
Let me tell you something. Mask had the most appropriately named bad guys. Venom, Vicious Evil. What was it? Vicious Evil.
Nazis. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, was it National? Vicious Evil National Enterprise something? No, that's something else.
Entrepreneurial minority. I don't know.
Vicious Evil Network of Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem.
Oh, right.
Gotta have mayhem.
Their mission statement is pretty clear.
Pretty clear. Mm-hmm. So this comes from John F. Trent at Bounding into Comics. Rob, take it away.
Yes. New rumor claims that Mask Mobile Armored Strike Command will be appearing in a live action film alongside G.I. Joe and Transformers. That's if the whole the Henry Golding Snake Eyes movie does well enough to justify it. That's my interjection. The rumor comes from Scooper Mikey Sutton at Geekosity Mag. He explains G.I. Joe and Transformers won't be the only 80s animated properties appearing in the developing live action film Scooped here on September 5th. According to the same sources, Mask is being discussed to make their live action debut in the movie. So they're going to have like a mega throwdown, everybody. Sutton had previously scooped earlier this month that Paramount had begun to develop Transformers G.I. Joe crossover film. Uh-oh, that's trouble. At the time, Sutton wrote, one crossover that's been in limbo for years is calling back to life G.I. Joe and the Transformers. They actually did a crossover in Marvel Comics, and it was terrible. He added, discussions for a live-action version, not necessarily a direct adaptation of the comic, and there have been several since then with other publishers, haven't led to the movie being greenlit. And it certainly didn't help that Michael Bay, was reportedly against the idea, but that will change real soon. However, Sutton does indicate that this possible film is dependent on how successful the Snake Eyes movie will be. Ha ha ha! He concluded, if it clicks, there will be more than meets the eye in their immediate future. Sutton hasn't just scooped G.I. Joe and the Transformers crossover film was in development, but in September 2019, he also indicated that a rebooted version of a live-action Power Rangers movie could exist within the same film universe as the Transformers. Sutton explained, Hasbro still has dreams of weaving together its properties into a single cohesive cinematic universe because that always works so well. And they would love for the Power Rangers to be a significant part of it. He added, according to insiders I spoke to, there are talks of the Power Rangers coexisting in the same universe as the Transformers. Sutton would detail that this film would take place in the post-Bumblebee vision. Tom, did you see that movie, Bumblebee?
I haven't, but I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. I did. The first 3 minutes are amazing, and then the rest is pretty sad.
What was that, Elaine?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Did you like
it was on Hulu. It was better than a lot of Transformer movies.
That is true.
So yeah, one of the best Transformer movies I've seen in a long time.
That's a very low bar to clear.
No, the first 3 minutes take place on Cybertron. It's pretty much the G1 cartoon episode kind of redone a little bit. That entire sequence, just escaping Cybertron. It was pretty awesome. It basically is a bait and switch because the movie's not that awesome by the time they get to the human stuff.
Yeah, I feel like there's good moments in it, and it feels like there would be more potential for it, which is kind of how it goes these days with these big budget films. They don't really put a lot of effort into the character development for these huge films like these, but I feel like it had more potential.
Yeah, they had a pretty weak, restoring the car to my dead dad storyline.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the idea is there, but they just didn't play it up properly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, Sutton hedges bets stating Transformers and Power Rangers films could certainly ignite a franchise if done correctly. Then add ROM and the Micronauts to the mix, and you have the ultimate geek fest. Oh, ROM Space Knight. ROM Space Knight was just Silver Surfer, really, in the Marvel comics. But it all depends on Hasbro and Paramount Pictures what their creative teams can conjure up, Sutton stated. Massive crossover between a number of Hasbro properties was done by IDW in an event titled Revolution. It featured Transformers, G.I. Joe, Micronauts, ROM, Action Man, which is just G.I. Joe in the UK, and Mask. Head of publishing at Hasbro, Michael Kelly, described the crossover at the time. We've done plenty of crossovers in the past, but nothing near this scope or scale. Our heroes, whether they are from Earth or from distant reaches of the galaxy, all have one thing in common. Their powers and abilities are based primarily on technology. Well, not really, but G.I. Joe was just military. He continued, we have been able to use this fact to build a natural, believable link between all of these disparate characters. The result is a complex and dynamic world where all manner of conflicts and team-ups can and will exist, but probably shouldn't. That's me. If you're a fan of Hasbro brands, your time is now. What do you make of this latest rumor? Are you interested in seeing Mask show up in a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover movie? Actually, believe it or not, I would just give me a good G.I. Joe movie and give me a good Mask movie. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, okay?
Yeah. Pacing is important.
Yeah. I mean, you're on step 5. Start with step 1. Now, Script, you're Canadian. Was Mask a big thing? Well, was Mask something you remember watching?
It was something I remember vividly. I actually had the action figure for the guy who had the motorcycle that also was a helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name just because I haven't seen Mask in 20 years, but I had that
helicopter motorcycle guy.
I think it was like Switchblade or something. Maybe Switchblade or something like that.
Bad guy or the good guy?
Maybe. I think
it
might be the bad guy. He was in a yellow jumpsuit with a mask, and he had a green motorcycle with the
I don't remember
colors.
half their names, but I had like the red car and the little robot guy.
The red car was called Thunderhawk. I remember that. One of the motorcycles was called Condor. I remember that much at least.
Maybe that's the one you had, Script. That sounds like it's something that would turn into a flying. Yeah.
It was a
so there you go.
Thing. Yeah.
We got some
we
news,
had all the
Rob.
80s cartoons. Yeah.
There's your news. Are you happy? That's really all there is. Like the bounding guys are like showing old like Godzilla like artwork. That's how like slow the news is.
Yeah, and Supergirl just closes out season 6, which seems to be repeating a pattern that Berlanti shows are having, which is
it's getting canceled.
They're threatened to be canceled, but they're given the farewell season, which is what happened with Arrow, and now it's happening with Supergirl, and we'll probably see that. I didn't even know it was still
going.
Yeah, I know.
Arrow?
No, well that too. That's still going?
No, Stephen Amell walked away from the role, and they did last 8 or 10 episodes to finish off their season. And
so
now
he wasn't even in the last few episodes?
Yeah. Oh no, he was in them. He just said I'm leaving the role because this is speculation on my part, but he had been told that he would be playing a Green Arrow that's familiar to the comics before every season would shoot. And by the end of each season, he'd be like, hey, this isn't the Green Arrow I've been researching.
It's Green Batman.
Pretty much. Well, it's Green something, but he ain't Batman either. And so by season 7, he was like, listen, you're not doing what I've been telling the fans I was being told I'd be doing, so I'm done with the show. And they said, okay, we'll do 10 episodes to end the series. And then it's done. And then now, most annoying, she just had her child. And I guess she wants to do the same thing. Just, close out her series and go be a mom for a little bit. Because if the show was really canceled, they wouldn't be giving it a 6th season at all. That's how cold Hollywood is. It's like, you're canceled, you're done. Bye. But
yeah, it's planned. Nikki D sends in $2, wants to know which upcoming Marvel films that we likely think will underperform. Oh, Eternals.
Eternals for sure.
Unless
if it does
they
do
have
well,
a
it's
kick-ass
going to be
trailer.
it's going to be a slow rise. It'll be like a bad opening weekend and then an amazing second, third, and fourth if it's a really good film.
Well, it has to be like another Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
There's no way otherwise. Like, yeah. Nelson Sharita sends in. What do you guys think? Sorry.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of the next phase of the MCU that I'm really excited about. I think I'm more interested in the shows, Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki, and I'm more intrigued by WandaVision than I am of the movies. I know Guardians of the Galaxy 3 I'm interested in, but yeah. Well, I would see Black Widow, I feel like I feel like that would be the final end to that phase, but
right.
Yeah,
if there's no moose and squirrel joke in Black Widow, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
There won't be.
Damn.
Probably.
I feel like it's bittersweet. Like,
Isn't-
why are they doing it now?
Isn't Dave what's his face playing Captain Russia or whatever? He might make the squirrel joke.
Dave Coulier?
No, not Dave Coulier. Jesus Christ, Rob. Dave Coulier doesn't have a career anymore. They had to like dig him up out of a bar somewhere to get him in Fuller House.
Well,
he was sitting there
does a lot of hockey
crying.
stuff.
He was sitting there crying, singing the Alanis Morissette song. You know, this is
Doing
about
impressions
me.
of Bob Einstein.
This is about me. She sucked my dick in a theater.
How disappointed was everybody when they learned that that's who the song was about?
Everybody was disappointed.
Everyone's like, I said, even I said, Joey Gladstone, really?
Considering she went on to fuck like Ryan Reynolds and shit, like, yeah, it's like, why are you hung up on that crap? But then again, it made her fucking super famous. So
hey, cut it out. Okay.
Well, she did. She cut him out of the picture, evidently. Nelson Sharita sends in $5. New mask, waiting for new Jason and the Wheeled Warriors, Silverhawks, and Bionic 6. Let's redo every 80s cartoon. If they're done with some style, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Captain Planet. So, I don't know.
We have
hero.
Get further into the 90s, do Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh,
God. We already have Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Street Sharks.
It's going to be called Eternals.
Right?
Rob, I linked you an article.
One. Yeah, you got something here.
Jody.
Gender. Oh. You
Jody.
guys want to talk about Doctor Who for a little bit? Go ahead.
Doctor, why bother, really?
Oh, it's
Who,
funny.
when, where, why, who
It's
cares?
funny that they named David Tennant as a Jodie Whittaker as the favorite over David Tennant.
It's giant
I don't
freaking
believe
robot.
Yeah, well, there's another version of it if you want the Daily Mail.
It's good for a laugh. That's it. Jodie Whittaker. Doctor Who's Jodie Whittaker was raised as gender neutral. You know, I've seen her naked in a movie.
Why?
You would.
Why would you see her naked?
Somebody made the comment about it. Oh yeah. Here's let's go find pictures of her to fap to. I'm like, gladly.
Why would you fap to that?
No, I'm just giving feminists shit about it. Like, hey, she's putting it out there, okay? She has no control over what people do with it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
I love that.
And it's true.
Okay.
Oh, Dark King 616 sends in an Australian $2. Is that a new name or is that somebody we know normally that's just under a new name? Live action Danger Mouse, fuck the world.
Or for the win.
Or for the win, that could be. Danger Mouse wasn't as big over here in the US.
It was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, but I don't remember it being like the big breakout or anything.
No,
Well, a lot of people didn't have cable.
It had its following.
Wasn't it originally a British cartoon though?
Yeah.
That's my point. Yeah, that's.
Oh, I
my
think
point.
it was like inspired by Danger Man with the old spy show.
Probably.
I liked it as a kid, but it didn't hold up.
Yeah. Banicula was another one that I don't remember taking off, like Fragoff says here. Ned41418, that's another new name. $5 says, thank God the creators of SWAT Cats own the rights to their show. Oh, well, that's a good thing. Then they have they can do comics and whatever they want with it then.
Did you Has anyone else heard of a show that used to be on Cartoon Network called Megas XLR? It was
Not
on
ringing a
in
bell.
late 2000s, I think it was. But talk about owning the rights to the show. The show lost so much money; it was declared like a liability or something. It was written off. But the fact that they did that, now they can never release the show on video in America. And so it's just trapped in limbo. You have to like find like a region 2 or 3 DVD of it or bootlegs. It wasn't too bad. They used to poke a lot of fun at like a lot of the anime tropes. This was actually pretty good. But that's what happens a lot of times. Hey kid, we like your stuff. Wanna go have lunch? Oh sure. They get just to sign something and that's it. So okay, Jodie Whittaker. Yeah. Raised gender neutral. In recent interview with The Times, Doctor Who star Jodie Whittaker discussed her childhood, saying her parents raised her and her brother gender neutral. That must have been awkward. My brother and I were raised gender neutral before it was even considered a thing, Jodie Whittaker said.
Do it in the Monty Python voice. All right.
We're raised gender neutral before it was even considered a thing. Jodie Whittaker's upbringing. We were doing
tomboy.
And thrown into the same activities. Our parents told us our social skills and sports were just as important as academic results. They wanted me to be well-rounded and have a proper conversation and have an inquisitive mind. And I don't like them.
That's not gender neutral. That's just you're in the same activities as your brother.
That's basically just consolidation. We're not taking the kids to 2 different places. They're going to do the same stuff.
Is this kind of like the whole what is it?
Jodie,
yeah. What was that, Rob?
Yeah. No, Jodie, you can't go to your own. You have to play football with your brother. I don't care. We're saving money on this, okay?
And your brother can't do karate. You're gonna go to dance class with your sister.
Yeah, there you go. Did you hear the whole thing about Enola Holmes or whatever, where they were putting up statues of women next to these famous guys, and they were pointing out their lesser known sisters, and like most of them were like, yeah, they're lesser known for good reason. In fact, like Dickens' sister was given preferential treatment over him.
Over him, yeah.
He's the one who still rised above the adversity. All she did was study under Beethoven, never wrote anything, married some rich dude, and that was it.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Can I have that line? So she was smart. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, and he helped put her through school by working in a textile plant.
Why do one's I don't know, achievements have to be diminished over the
well, not just that, it just makes
I'm better than you, or
it's making him look that much better. That's the sad part. Yeah, he didn't get special treatment from mommy and daddy. He worked in a dangerous textile plant as a kid, not a teenager, not a young adult, a kid. Mm-hmm. And he still went on to write arguably probably one of the most well-known stories in the world. Like, who doesn't know A Christmas Carol?
Oh, a number of them, yeah. Christmas Carol. Yeah. Now I'm blanking because I'm an idiot.
He's written plenty of books.
David Copperfield, sorry.
Barnaby Rudge, or as Monty Python says, Barnaby Budge.
New number 2 sends in 5. A lot of new names tonight. Are you guys new faces or just changing your names and stuff or what? How could Jodie, and I'm not complaining at all, I'm curious. How could Jodie and her brother be raised gender neutral? Brother is a male term.
Gotcha.
Very good point.
I didn't even catch that on my video. I just ripped a new one.
I don't know. I mean, I went through a tomboy phase when I was growing up. That's just growing up. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You go through different phases of awkwardness.
Well, you're exploring, exploring. The world around you.
There was that phase in college,
yourself.
Where you were into exotic women of the Far East.
When does that end?
Rob is still in that phase.
Okay,
As
well,
long as you're
anyway.
in quicksand.
Yes. In 2017, Jodie Whittaker became the 13th Doctor on Doctor Who, taking up the role after Peter Capaldi and the first woman to play the role. In an interview with The Wrap in 2018, Whittaker discussed gender when it comes to playing the Doctor Who. Actually, it's the Doctor. The fact that a woman is playing an alien over a man playing an alien kind is kind of irrelevant to the qualifications. It's playing an alien. And so the gender is irrelevant, Mrs. Robinson.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Hello, Mrs. Robinson. Hello, Mrs. Don Robinson. Jodie Whittaker. They had to say her full name, Jodie Whittaker. Start of every paragraph. Jodie Whittaker went on to say, essentially, it's not a gender. It's the Doctor. It's Time Lord, and an alien with two hearts. Those things don't change. The body changes, and the body changes between Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi. Obviously, it's the same gender, but it's a very different form that the Doctor regenerated into. And I'm an extension of that change, not a diversion from it.
They're not people, they're hippies.
I had no idea what to say to that.
You sound like the knights who say knee. I can't wait for you to
That's what he's
ask
doing,
for
is the Monty Python, yeah. That's generally what we do when we have something like that.
It actually gets hurt after a while.
Oh, Dark King says he's a regular. I just rarely get to watch you all live. Technically, I'm at work right now, and he says, Fenton! So I suppose I should give him a Fenton. How about that?
Yes, you should.
Right! Fenton! Oh, Jesus Christ! Fenton!
And Sander Hammond's like, does his parents, or his parents, not his parents, his neighbors are complaining. Dickens' sister doesn't even have a wiki page.
Aw.
Aw.
Well, she has a temporary statue.
That's right.
So there's that.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Koalas in the rain, koalas in the rain. No fucks given, koala,
koala. Dark King. Oh, I already read that one. Sorry. It keeps popping up ones that I've already gotten, and then now I got a new one. Yeah, this thing's all off the charts tonight. Andreas Fernandez, if I'm saying that right. What's ARS 50? What's that? What is it, Rob?
Good question.
We've had this before.
Argentinian? No.
Yeah, I think that. Well, maybe
pesos.
Yeah, something like that. I think.
Yeah, Argentine pesos.
There you go. All right, Jody. Gender neutral didn't exist at that time. Total BS for me. She's doing it for woke points because her job is in danger. Yeah, I don't really necessarily remember a lot of gender neutral bullshit way back when, but I don't know how old she is either.
I think she's 40.
30.
Yeah,
she's in her 30s still?
She might be 40.
I mean, like, I know when I was younger, like, California's always been crazy, but.
Well, she's a British.
Yeah, she's Northeastern.
So. No, I know, but I'm saying I don't know what it was like over there, and we really didn't need to know that, Rob.
Oh, Ryosu says 38 years old. Oh, she looks older than that, but that just might be the bad makeup job on the show.
And Fragoff is lying and says that every guest of Mead gets a Trumpy bear to cuddle. No, they don't. Quit giving people false hope. We don't give anything away. All we do is give you a shitty version of our home game. That's it.
Really?
That's all. Oh. Yeah, you just get to sit down and pretend you're on the show. That's it. Yeah. If you want, we can send you the deluxe edition. It's just got Rob going, proofread your shit. Proofread your shit. And me going, Congo. That's about it. It's just like a little voice box thing.
Actually, it's on a Yak back. The ones that you can get on off of eBay for 50 cents. They just record into it.
I've got a whole Rob
and say, don't record over it. And they just
was that
out.
You, Mecca, or was that
yeah,
Rob?
I've got a whole Rob
Oh, that was you. I thought it was him yelling it from the other room.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's gone. I got a whole Rob soundboard.
It sounded like it was coming from the other room.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them here.
When he gets back here, everybody act like we ended the show already.
You won't notice. Oh, there was that fake Star Trek crap. If you want to pick it apart, it's a total bullshit rumor.
I think it's bullshit, so I really don't even want to give it too much acknowledgement because there's also what I'm thinking is a fake picture going around too, just to try and stir us up. So I'd rather not even acknowledge it.
There's weird Star Trek rumors going on, and none of them can be verified right now. So
here's the thing, and Mecca knows what I'm talking about. Whenever something bad is going on, these things start to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I post 2 days ago? I may not have had anything, but I just posted that. I do actually have a little something, but just to see who would squirm.
Yeah. Well, I made a video calling him as planted bullshit. And I get so many things like, wait a minute, I didn't say any of this stuff in this. I said this is bullshit. So,
Yeah, somebody tried posting a video of one of our videos and they cut off the parts where Rob said, the rumor part.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, we never said that. Not only that, we weren't saying it. We were saying that I think it was Doomcock and Gary had actually said that. And they were just talking about a rumor. So like, yeah, I was like, whatever. I just ignore this shit.
Well, I'm on a news channel, so I can talk about whatever I want.
Do you even get into Star Trek nerd cookies or not?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been keeping up with the Star Trek news. I think I heard that they had just canceled all the 4 Star Trek films that were in various stages of development. Just canceled.
Well, that was kind of a rumor thing, and
yeah, that's interesting.
I don't think there's much truth to that, but there may be, but not the way.
Has debunked it. Like
yeah,
Paramount flat out said no. So
sort of. I don't know what the original tweet said because the story that quoted it, I guess, didn't really quote the tweet. About time you get back here, Rob. The show's already over.
Oh darn! The fire again?
Yeah,
you want to be?
Well, you fire me 3 or 4 times per show.
You're fired. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
I have heard rumors about the new Stargate show in development, so I'm super excited for that. Hopefully that'll get going.
Now you're talking Mecca's language.
Yeah, there's a few. There's supposed to be some tweet storms that happened a few months ago before the lockdown. I remember that and following that pretty closely. And there's supposed to be another one coming up, I guess, end of October to help stir interest to see if people want another Stargate. And I think they do, because it was a pretty good and solid series of like 3 shows. I mean, the universe was like the Voyager of Stargate. But
the universe
it had a bit more
like
potential to it.
Almost, but yeah.
It definitely, I think it got better as it went on. I really liked Lou Diamond Phillips, and now I can't think of the other actor. He was on Once Upon a Time. He was.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to go a little bit more serious and darker at the start of the universe, and then they end up straying a little bit away from that to its benefit, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, the second season. Like, did you like how? Because this is one of the things I liked about it. When they tried to get more of like the ensemble cast and some of the background people, some of the lower level crew, then it started to feel a little bit more like Atlantis. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, I feel like they were trying to make it like capitalize off of Battlestar. Battlestar was just starting to influence all these other shows, I feel like, and it still continues. But yeah, Stargate is its own thing, and they really should have tried to stay true to that. And I think they finally were trying to find themselves at that certain point, and then all this stuff happening with the Sci-Fi Channel and all the changes going on, and they just didn't give it the chance it deserved, I think.
Yeah, well, Sci-Fi's had a number of overhauls over the years, and each overhaul it gets worse and worse. So, they need to find a better home. I think with NBC Universal just staying away from Sci-Fi, that might be to its benefit. But as network television is kind of going into decline, perhaps maybe a streaming service version of it.
Okay.
We got another super chat from Andreas Fernandez. Hopefully I'm saying that right again. Oh, hello there. What have we here? Nerd cookies, welcome. Just simping. Would you like some Coke 45? Works every time.
That's a good Lando voice. That's pretty good.
Thank you. Mr. Wolverine 007 sends in $5. You, Tale of Two Cities, you, Oliver Twist, Martin Chuzzlewit. What are you doing, bud? I'm giving him the Dickens. Yeah, there's all you guys did a great job throwing out some of the other ones. Like Great Expectations was probably the one that Rob couldn't, or one of y'all couldn't remember.
That was one I can remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like there's a lot of them he's got. Yeah, you said Copperfield, but
that's GRATE Expectations.
Yeah.
Also written by Edmund Wells.
What?
Oh, that's the whole Monty Python bookstore sketch.
Oh, I was gonna say. Okay. Anyway. Oh, okay. What is going on here? I have no idea.
Okay. But one of the things, though. Yeah. But like I said, this whole thing with Jodie, I mean, yeah, can we just? They're never going to admit that they failed. They'll never admit they failed. Maybe years ago they'll say, "Well, it wasn't received as well as we thought," and they'll say, "Oh, well, you know, maybe we could have done some things different." But I feel it was just, overall we accomplished what we set out to do. Which is,
I don't believe you.
No, I think they'll still be calling us misogynists.
Oh yeah,
that's right. That's why I don't believe him. Everything they do is, and that's like this Oscar thing. Everything they do is to set themselves up to have an excuse to blame us for everything's failure. It's our fault.
Oh yeah, it's deferring responsibility.
Yeah, I just don't think anyone cares about her upbringing or. I don't. Does that have any impact on the story?
Not really. Nobody cares.
I mean, no one. I don't care.
Hey, look over here.
What's this? You're a successful actress in the United Kingdom. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be a-okay in my books. You're fine there.
Yeah.
I don't care about your struggles yet.
It shouldn't be an advertisement for the show. It shouldn't just. The show should just speak for itself.
Your odds of becoming an actress are pretty goddamn good over there. They have like how many people compared to here?
Oh, it's significantly smaller, but on top of that, like the BBC produces a lot of shows. They have multiple networks. There's also newer networks that have arisen in the last 20 years that are.
And not only that, all our actors are from over there. So that's my point exactly. We just importing the sons of bitches, and they make more.
Well, there's a lot of cookie cutter American actors, sadly.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you, but you know, it's like all our famous actors anymore are like British. It's funny. John Willis sent. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it was just agreeing. Like, yeah, like the ones that are bring a box office draw are, you know,
all your Benedict Cumberbatch and all that.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Henry Cavill soon enough. Elba, Colin Firth, Daniel Craig. Yep.
Craig Ferguson.
We need Craig Ferguson back. He should not have retired from the Late Late Show. He's quite good at that.
John Willis sends in $5 talking about Stargate. The miniseries would help contain marginal or rogue creatives and help scale down budgets. SG-1 and Star Trek do best with low budgets. Yes. Well, it's not even so much low budgets, but it's just the
well, there's discipline involved. I mean, that's one of the things I've noticed with regards to Lower Decks in this recent episode that just aired. It's completely lacking of discipline. They're not taking the time to figure out what the story is that they want to tell is going to be, and they just kind of rush through it. And
the classic shows knew how to spread out the bottle episodes. They knew how to utilize and reutilize things over and over. I mean, shit, even the Star Trek movies would reuse shots, special effects
right.
shots and shit all the time.
They used a bird of prey being destroyed shot, I think, in 3 films.
Yeah, like 3 different ones.
There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you don't have characters that are just annoying as piss. I turned off Lower Decks after a few minutes because it was just annoying.
And I had to force myself to watch it twice so I could do that video. Did you show that yet, Mecca?
No, I haven't even looked at it. I didn't even
I still
download
gotta
it.
watch Lower Decks yet.
You should play it here. Premiere it here. Yeah, I made it 3 minutes in.
I did a new reference video.
They were getting better.
They're not.
This latest episode copies a lot from Undiscovered Country.
Fucking A.
No, they're getting worse. Like, I made it 3 minutes in, and they started talking about, oh, we don't want to get Cyborg fired. I'm like, fuck you. You don't get fired from the military. Can we space this bitch?
Annie Trecker loves the show. Yeah, but isn't he on like a lot of painkillers too?
Yeah,
just saying. I mean,
Well, he's kind of a troll. Like, I love the guy, but he's kind of a bit of a troll.
yeah, like I love the
Will
guy
Wheaton's
too,
favorite
but
show.
yeah, sometimes he has some bad takes on things. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, there's nothing wrong for him liking it. If he likes it, that's good for him. Like,
No,
enjoy
it's the
it.
part about him going out of his way to like attack others and accuse us of just hating it to hate on it for hate.
See, I don't want to hate Lower Decks. I think that the concept is sound. It's just the execution that bothers me. It just disappoints me more than it makes me angry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Robbie, you loading it up?
He probably crashed himself.
Close
he said
your
he
tabs,
has the
Rob.
gall to claim that Futurama was anti-white male. Oh,
What?
Just because Fry's an idiot? No, that's not the joke.
That's a
Hermes
stretch.
was pretty stupid. Dr. Zoidberg was pathetic, and I mean they're all like failures, and that's what made them so fun to watch.
Well, and that just shows that he fundamentally doesn't understand why we don't like the show. Not very often have we sat here and go, "Oh, this show is just woke. It's this, it's that, it's the other. It's got girls and it's got black people in it. I don't like it." No, to the contrary. Actually, we've said to this point, we've said that, like Cyborg Kid's probably the best best character on the show.
Yep.
Boimer has his moments. The most annoying one is just Mariner or whatever fuck her name is, and that's just because she's got to be right about everything and the bestest of the bestest ever, which is just the only thing that really kind of is the craw on our toes, or however you want to put it. But the problem mainly is like
A lot of references that aren't even used as a joke to this dropped to be dropped. That's a waste.
I don't even know what the fuck I just said before that.
Did you have a mini stroke there?
I think so. Rob, I don't know what you're sharing, but it's everything.
Share your media player.
Into infinity and beyond.
There, can you see it?
Yeah, I make it
Full
big.
screen it. Did you share your
she
audio?
said. Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
audio. Hopefully
All
it
right,
works.
ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Here we
go. Lower Decks references. It's Lower Decks 5, but I don't know how many I did. But anyway, here we go. And there's some deep cuts in here, so.
Creepy stone walls, jagged metal bars, it says alien prison written all over.
Dungeon! But we do anything, did we?
You will speak only into the horn of Kandar.
Broken Dana, are you nuts? Well, what about Khan, right? There's nothing to do except drink wine and hang out at vineyards and soul food restaurants.
I simply showed gratitude for your map of the neutral zone.
We don't have maps, we have stellar cartography. Oh, we got eels. There's eels over here.
Great work, nerve pitching those Vulcans, baby bear. Tell that to Spock and Spock.
Romulan bird of prey? What are you two doing back here? I'm sorry, my what now? Corn wedding!
That's where they talk about the Borg. You can talk about the Borg anywhere.
You're scanning again.
About me being the cleaner?
You know who I hate? Remans. Oh, they're the worst.
Like whenever Q shows up.
Voila!
Ah, it's soccer. Okay.
All right, cool, be safe.
Come on, Marianne.
We might be.
That was the worst cue I've ever heard in my life.
It's John Delancey, though.
Was it really?
Yep.
It didn't even sound like him.
One time, that old
It does later on.
Why couldn't it have just been a job for like the Enterprise?
Okay, you know what? It's classified. It's all classified.
I challenge you all to a duel. Pick your weapon.
Oh, okay. They actually had him in this one? Or was it just jokes?
You know what I hate about this show? I know. So I gotta take it. I
He
gotta
was-
make fun. Everything is this. oh my god, this, oh my god, this, oh my god, this. Everything is this. Everything is this. Every motion, every gesture, every time they talk. It's like, could you just calm down? And
It is
every
an animated
inflection
show,
of
but
every
yeah.
time they make any sort of noise out of their mouth is the same voice. That's what I hate about this show is like somebody not hitting you, but coming at you like they're gonna hit you.
Mr. Londell's Groovy Movie sends in $2, says, please don't give Andy Trucker fuel for foolery. Oh, he's welcome back on the show anytime. The last time I had really talked to him, he said his schedule had changed, so and I hadn't heard back from him really since. So yeah.
It's far too Lower Decks is far too manic. That's the problem.
It's back to that shit again because they had actually tapered off on that. But I see
this
that all
episode
in
was
this
was the
yeah.
equivalent of a clip show.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But it definitely doesn't reference anything that happened in previous episodes. It's just, oh, we have a whole bunch of these comedic jokes and ideas, but we don't have time to flesh them out for a full episode, so we'll just take what we have and we'll cram it all together with a very flimsy through line to complete 22 minutes. And let's bring back Kurt.
So it wasn't even an episode.
It has a point. Well, I mean, it kind of has a point, but it's all deflated pretty quickly. I'm still writing my review for it.
I don't want to watch it. Y'all can't make me. You know what I'm going to watch?
What? Transformers?
I should watch Transformers, right? I got a couple movies in the mail. I got the Vincent Price collection, which is
nice.
6 movies in it. But, and this is the only reason I'd ever buy Batman and Robin. It's a steelbook box set of all 4 of the original Batman movies in 4K.
Is that the 4K Blu-ray?
Yep. It's only available at Best Buy. It's like a metal. Yeah, it's all 4K, just the 4K discs. Yeah.
Well, nice. Any special features on there? New stuff or old stuff?
No, it's all the same old stuff. Probably. I've got all the old discs anyway, so I ain't worried about it. I even bought that extra diamond edition one that only had that 30-minute thing of them just bragging about the movie making so much money, and it's like they actually got Michael Keaton for once, and it's like you had him and you ask him about this shit instead of just doing like an all-out like cool ass fucking 90-minute Batman retrospective with him.
Yeah, that seems like a waste because he'd do a 90-minute retrospective. I mean, Jack Nicholson will do another 90-minute.
Well, yeah, they even got new. Yeah, they even had new interviews with Jack and a couple of the other people. It's like, this is what you wasted this on? Seriously, it's a disc with literally it's like 20 some minutes, and all it is them talking about the success of Batman.
Cool.
Not really.
Yeah.
You'd think,
but it's in 4K.
See,
no. This was from a while ago. This was like they put out this special 2-disc edition for the 30th anniversary or whatever, or 25th anniversary, because this would be the 30th. Or last year was the 30th, but
last year was the 30th. Yeah. See, that would be a great project for Midnight's Edge to do. It's just to interview Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson on all the fun they had making the movie. And
I would love to do that. Do you know how to get a hold of them? Because I don't.
I can reach out. I might know a long degree of separations that might happen, but yeah, I'll send
I'm here talking to the Midnighters. What is the name of your little club there?
You'd be like Midnight's Edge. Yeah.
I don't get the name. Midnight Sledge, like Sister Sledge. Is it a disco group? Come on here. What are we doing? I got a Lakers game in 30 minutes.
That's really good.
That is a really good Jack Nicholson.
I'm just a great audience. I can't do any impressions, but I love yours.
The trick is not to overdo it. That's what everybody always does. They do like the Jim Carrey, Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
I tend
or
to
the Kevin Pollak.
Yeah.
Or the William Shatner do that one like way too much.
What are you saying, Rob?
I tend to exaggerate everything a little bit.
Well, yeah, you do. But you do a hell of a Takai and Kinnison and shit, though. But
oh my! Ooh.
Here we go again. What does God need with Starship? I could understand if he wanted Jefferson Starship, because we built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. What do you need the Enterprise for? It's my ship. Lay your hands off it. Dirty bastard. And it gets quiet. Diego Flores sent in another Peruvian $5 or souls. I wonder how they would react to the Frank impression, Jack remembering all the coke. Truth is, I don't know what Frank Marshall really sounds like. I'm just making shit up. But the funniest part of that is Rob did the same thing with Tom Rothman. And guess what? Tell him, Rob.
About what?
Tom Rothman actually fucking sounds like that pretty much.
Oh, yeah. That's, yeah.
Not quite as febbish or whatever the word is, but he's, or nebbish, but he's, yeah. He's definitely got like one of those voices.
I just thought he'd see like this little guy who had no idea what he was doing in Hollywood.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it turns out that's pretty close. Yeah. I don't know.
Sounds like Katharine Hepburn too.
He started out more like Woody Allen. Oh no. Oh no. This is terrible. Hello, I'm Tom Rothman.
You got Yellow Flash in the chat. How you doing, sir? When will the OG 6 Trek movies get 4K discs? That is a great question, Yellow Flash.
No idea.
Not likely ever, or at least not in this lifetime. Not until Star Trek's worth a shit again. Yeah.
Yeah. 10 years.
You can get Wrath of Khan director's cut digitally in 4K, but that's it. It's only available in Blu-ray otherwise. But the original film, they've been trying hard as can be to get Paramount to pay to re-render the special effects they did for the director's final cut, but they haven't ponied up the dough for it yet. As far as the rest of them, it's just a matter of rescanning them. And eventually Paramount will get around to at least releasing whatever versions outside of that, but it'll just probably be a couple of years. So that's pretty much it. But like, yeah, like a bunch of people went to Paramount when they had the 50th anniversary. And we were told this by Bill Hunt, who was one of them. And they asked them, there was like him and a bunch of other guys that do like a lot of like, journalists and Blu-ray guys and all that kind of stuff. Well, and they asked him, what do you guys want for the 50th anniversary? And they're like, well, we'd love it if you could do to Voyager and DS9 what you did for TNG, and that is, remaster them from the ground up. And of course, 4K editions of all the movies, including the extended cuts and the director's edition of the first film. And they're like, all right. And they didn't do any of that. All they did was give us Wrath of Khan director's cut in 4K. That's it.
Which is basically the same cut you get with the DVD release that they did.
Yeah, the old DVD release. Yeah. Yeah. So, needless to say, it'll happen in the next few years, though.
I find like different versions of the Star Trek movies at Ocean State Job Lot for like $5. Just like conventional DVDs a lot of times, but
well, there was 2 different versions of each film on DVD except for the first movie, and the Blu-rays have only had 1 version. So aside from Wrath of Khan, of course, like I said.
God,
you bastard. All right. What else was there, guys? We actually made it an hour, believe it or not, almost an hour 20.
Wow.
Well, it's been kind of a slow news week aside from the delays of films being released.
Yeah.
Did Rob earn some commercials?
Did I?
Did you see what I was doing for Tomfoolery?
No.
I have commercials now.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the cream filling? Now that's the stuff. Hostess.
Now, when you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free.
But anyway, yeah, I got a bunch of those kind of commercials, like old toy commercials and shit.
And that Hostess commercial is far more lewd than I remember it.
We'll return after these messages.
You'll never forget the day your home was invaded by Super GoBots, each sold separately from Tonka.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of commercial breaks for my thing.
That's awesome. That Twinkies one brings back memories.
Yeah, I
Or
got a
the
bunch of them
Hostess.
on there. I got a Ninja Turtle one. I got a G.I. Joe, like it's a Power Wheels motorcycle thing that squirts water. A Terminator 2 toy one. Toxic Avenger. A lot of cool toy commercials on there.
I remember
Robin
that
Hood,
cartoon show and movie.
Dick Tracy.
Like when we used to enjoy commercials.
Yeah, I already got requests to find some laser tag ones. I ain't got a Transformer one on there yet, but I'll get one next time. But yeah, I thought it was kind of fun.
Micro Machines with the Micro Machine guy.
Yeah, the Micro Machine guy. Yeah, I'll get that guy doing. Yeah, they seem to roll over real well. I only do like a few of them.
You should reach out to Dave's archives. He's got all the commercials and stuff.
It might be one of the ones where I've stole some from. I'm already collecting some for next time though. I got like a Karate Kid one. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, so it'll be fun when we do that again. So yeah, I think we've covered everything. I don't know if we earned a maximum effort puppy tonight. I mean, Nerd Cookies, for showing up, that's a maximum effort puppy, but
I feel, well, thank you for having me on so I can laugh the whole time.
we do earn. I think we did earn a minimum
You guys
effort
are
puppy.
funny.
Minimum effort puppy works. We haven't used minimum effort puppy in a while. I gotta get the new puppies up here. We have like a shit ton of new puppies and a cat.
So cute.
We try. We got to balance out all the swear words. Mr. Wolverine 007 sends in $5. I'm getting close to getting Congo on Laserdisc, Tom. If you get it for a good price, that's awesome. Just don't tell Frank, because he'll get mad he's not seeing any residuals for it. You know what I mean? We got to do Lazy Puppy. All right. I didn't think we were that lazy, but I guess.
No, but for the media, for not having much to report on this week.
Maybe. I think they just like seeing Lazy Puppy. See, Sadie, that's the dog I should have got. Yeah. She's like, what? You traitor. We didn't miss any super chats, did we? Since everything was going in wacko, I don't think we did.
No, the last one was from Mr. Wolverine, as far as I can tell.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody who hung in there for most of the show, and we had over 300 people watching at one point. Thank you so much. Check out Nerd Cookie's channel. Check out Script Doctor's channel. Check out Mecca's channel. I think you got any new videos coming up tonight, Mecca?
I don't know about tonight yet. Maybe a stream or something. I don't know yet. I got 2 videos from today and a couple from yesterday. And
You've been playing those Bubble People games. I don't know what that shit is. It just looks like it's going to give me diabetes if I watch it too long, all over again.
oh, there's a new one. It's like a multiplayer. It's called Among Us. The people were asking me to play with you guys.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's only $5.
It's a spy game in space, sort of.
Perry Chan's here. How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Perry Chan?
Yeah, the
Cool.
Perry Chan. Yeah, Perry Chan. See, where's the Spuds? I got to get some of those too. I want to get some Budweiser ones. I want to get the frogs with or not the frogs, the lizards too. When they're trying to kill the frogs, I want to get some of those as well.
Do you remember the old Atari commercials with Artie Johnson?
I don't know, but I got the one on here with Jack Black before you got in here.
Oh, when he was a kid?
I was wondering if that's who that was. That's hilarious.
I suppose I could play that super quick here because he's right in the beginning of it. Which one was it? The first one, I think.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
There's something new in Gotham City.
Wow!
It's Batman, like you've never seen him before.
Hey, Joker, a batarang surprise! Missed me. Time for a change. That disguise won't work, Joker. No, try this. So long, Batman. That's it. Wings out. Fire! You've got great new weapons, Batman. But I don't run out of tricks. You'll need them.
Batman, the Dark Knight Collection. Batman, like you've never seen him before, each sold separately.
Just last night, I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, surrounded by giant scorpions and man-eating crocodiles.
Well, Harry and I just...
See, that was him.
I want that Batman action figure.
I used to have that.
That looked fun.
I only have the one where the belt like is a zip line.
I remember we had to wait for Joker because they sold out right away, and it was like months before they got any more in at like Target or whatever it was, or Shopko. I can't remember now. I think it was Shopko.
I do have the Joker where you could hook up the his boutonniere to a water pistol or a water pouch, and you squirt water out of his chest. That one's on my desk right now, actually.
I'll have to see if I can find that Cavatino Che. Cavatino Che, am I saying it right?
Cavatino Che.
Cavatino Che.
Gavatino Che!
Hey, Cheech is here. Hey, Cheech. You gonna sing us Mexican Americans?
Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow. Mexican Americans love their nanas and their ninas and their nonos and their nina nonos and nanu nanus and have a son-in-law named Jeff.
You need to learn how to play that on guitar too, dude. They sang that one live when I saw him last year still. They still do it live.
Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school, take Spanish, and get a B.
I think they did the new version of Up in Smoke, though. I sent you that, didn't I, Rob? Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song. The new one's funny as shit. We should almost play it on the way out.
Oh man, like Tommy Chong was already in his like late 30s when they had success. You know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll never forget though when when Howard called Tommy Chong in prison when he was in jail. Said, Tommy, man, jail could be rough, man.
That was bullshit. That was such bullshit.
Yeah, I know, but he said, Tommy, though, jail could be rough, man. How are they treating you? Everything okay? He goes, yeah, everything's great. Yeah, everybody's really nice. Everybody, it turns out everybody's a fan. So,
yeah, that's one place where I'm sure he did just fine. Like, yeah. All right, let's see here. Can you guys hear this?
What's that Berkowitz kid?
Can you guys hear it?
Yep.
Yeah. This is the new version from a couple of years back.
Up in smoke. It's been a very quick 40 years. Some ups and downs, but with very few bitter tears. We just smoked our weed, and we figured out a way we could get high and get some other folks to pay. The smoke today is much stronger now, they say, and legal too. Stronger now than back in the good old days. But you see, back then we could only smoke what we had. We were unaware, and we didn't care if it was good or bad.
Here's the best part.
Up in smoke. It seems so long ago
when I was young, and now I'm más viejo que la chinga. Some things have changed, and some have stayed the same. Now Mota is legal, but I'm still illegal, so nothing's changed. So much smoke in every store you see. It's kind of expensive, but I guess in the end it's worth it or whatever. But sometimes I kind of miss the olden days, when a burning seed would explode, and that's how your Uncle Blinky got his name.
That's it. That's pretty much the same from there on out. Thanks, guys, for putting up with me. I love that version.
If someone asked if that was on Sesame Street.
No.
That would be amazing if it were.
No, John, that's actually from the 40th anniversary edition of Up in Smoke. So I just brought it up because that's the version they sang last year when I saw them live. So I just thought it was pretty funny. Oh, anyway, now you guys know what I'm talking about when I bring that up. Thanks a lot, guys, for hanging in there. Check out all these fine folks and their YouTube channels and all they do. And please be excellent to each other and all that good stuff. I don't want to steal Jeff's final line. Somebody else say something else.
Wash your hands.
Smoke weed every day.
There you go.
Just when you think this show is terrible, something wonderful happens.
What?